Hi there, Pisces. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your tarot reading for the month of November. I had to think twice then. Now, if you're brand new to me, this will take about 5 to 10 minutes, anything between 5 to 10 minutes. And it's an opportunity for the tarot to give you a message through me. And if it doesn't resonate, don't even try and make it fit, because you should feel connected to it. If you don't, then check out your moon and or your rising sides instead, because it may be that there's a message there for you. And that's genuinely because we don't always operate from our sun energy. Sometimes we have a very feeling month, so we operate from our moon energy, and that's why there can be a message there. And also the rising, which is about our direction and our self. So yeah, it's always worth doing those. Now, I've got 2 decks in front of me. The Oracle deck I'm using this month, one's an Oracle, the other's, and I'm going to put, this is a Tower of Traditions, and this is a brand new deck called the Crystal Alchemy Oracle. And it's an opportunity for me to give you a crystal that you can use, the energy that you can use that will help you through the month ahead, or assist you, or guide you, or be your strength. It's like, how do I want to say it? The energy will be like a, I'm trying to think what they're called. Generator, that's it. An electric generator. Okay, so let's have a look. So for Pisces, for the month of November, Celestite. Oh, it's one of my favourites, actually. I haven't got any Celestite right here on the table, but Celestite is, when I was taught years ago to read the cards, we used to use Celestite to help us connect to the angel realm, to make sure that it was pure and light, that we were working for the greater good and all those sorts of things. So we used to use Celestite quite a lot, and I've still got a little Celestite ball that I can't remember. But it's, if you can get your hands on Celestite, it's a really, really good crystal to have. Now, the energy of this is saying it's a soul star chakra, so it is a very divine. So this is an important message for you here. Meditate, rise and dream. So this is about that next level up, you know, to find sense of the world, and the tarot will tell us a little bit more as we work through it. So yeah, Celestite. Oopsie, don't you dare. That was my poor shuffling, not the cards wanted to come out. So let's have a go. We're talking about Pisces, please, for November. What would you like them to know? Oh, how lovely is that? Okay, so I have got quite a powerful message here. And it begins literally with a bang in November. Okay, so in November, I have to cover this because YouTube is really quite particular about clothing, shall we say, or certainly lack of it on some of these cards. So the Star card is all about, I'm just going to do it, so there we go. The Star card is all about direction and navigation and wishing upon a star. Okay, so it's about your divine, I want you to think about it as, you know, in the old days when you had the ships and they would all navigate towards the North Star, and that was always the way they headed. It would guide them towards where they should be going. Okay, home, wherever that is in life, in the position in life, anything. So it's about that. And the star, I always say when you get the star, you should make a wish, because the universe is listening to you right now. And I feel probably for this, it feels that you're being guided and towards the conclusion. Now, people get quite freaky when we see this card, but it's actually a really positive card, because it means that something's coming to a conclusion and a new chapter's beginning. I want you to see that, look, when, yeah, something is absolutely ending, but it's a new day is dawning, because the sun is rising. So once this has happened, we have a new day, you know. So something will be changing. Something will be coming to a head, coming to a conclusion. I'm trying to think, it's to do with money. Okay, so I've got the 10. So something is happening here that is a conclusion within your life. And it's because, it can be because it's meant to happen, you know, that you're being it's a navigational card. It's, I don't know if you've been wishing for something to complete, And if you have, then that's what's happening this month. And it's if it's about finances, like you've been wishing for the completion of a sale on a property maybe, or you've been wishing for the completion on a bonus, but there's money involved in it. So you've been wishing for money maybe, and it's moving you on to this new chapter within your life. Now, this reading is very much around what you wish for, what you've wished for. Use this Celestite energy to pull you through the month as well, because it's, it's a conclusion. It can be really quite unsettling when these times in our life hit us, because actually you've got here immediately afterwards. I think that's what it's in connection with. But look, you're moving forward financially, okay? You could be getting a payout, like a redundancy check or something like that, or a payout or a bonus. Not necessarily redundancy. If it's a bonus, it's at the end of a project. So it's connected to the end of something, okay? And you've been wishing for it because you've got this positive star there. So it's not like something's been done to you. You've kind of wanted this. You see, you've drawn it to you. So that's that. And then you move forward. And I would say that once that announcement, or once that period of time happens, the news arrives, or whatever it is that happens at the beginning of the month, you then move into a period of time of financial stability. But it's slow, it's plodding forward financially, and it helps you. You're kind of asking the universe here with the Page of Swords, make sense of this for me. So we're moving forward financially, and it's beginning to make sense, okay? So although I might not be at the moment, it's moving sense. And then you've got this forward movement here with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So you suddenly move forward with all this energy and gusto into being able to be, the Queen of Swords is she takes care of her thoughts. So you're in control of your thoughts again. It feels like you've got a sharp mind, that you're able to see things from a different point of view. Whatever has happened here, it's freeing you up, is what I want to say. And there's fun. Oh, look at that. And we've got the lovely 10 of Cups. So I don't normally pull loads of cards on it, but it just felt like you needed to hear that. That it's actually pulling you towards, you've got happiness around the ending. So it's all as it should be. And you need to see things. I would make a note of kind of like the keywords of the things that I've given you for this message. And that's about the fact that it's actually direct. You've wanted this. You've been asking for this ending or completion of, or the conclusion. You've been wanting the conclusion with regards to the finances, but things move across quite slowly to start with. It feels as if there's not much going on, and you're asking for guidance around actually what to, and then suddenly it takes off, okay, because you've got the Knight of Swords, which just moves forward really quickly and with great speed. So there's a bit of and then suddenly it all happens, and then you're standing in your own power as the Queen of Swords. You're seeing things from a different point of view, and you are now happy. Okay, so this is all about a shifting of perspectives. I feel it's a very transformative month for you. And Celestite is a really good one because it allows you to be calm. And you may want this finances for something, and it doesn't happen straight away, but you see another way of doing it, whatever that is. Or you're being guided by the cards of, look, there's another way that leads to this happiness. You need to consider that, go deep within and look at something differently from a different point of view. That's really about gaining perspective. And it's only something you can do. When the Hanged Man comes into a reading, he basically surrenders, okay? And you surrender yourself to the happiness. You may be finding it difficult. Maybe this is something you've been hanging on to, or didn't quite work out the way, there's something there that you're like, okay, it feels like it's so final. What am I going to do now? That kind of feeling. And even if it's a project, it's like, where's the next project coming from? That sort of thing. And it does. The roots of it grow slowly. You need to see it from a different point of view, and then you've got happiness. So a lovely positive reading for you there, Pisces. I hope that you found that helpful. And as I said, if it doesn't resonate, check out your moon or your rising. And have I mentioned that Mercury retrogrades here this month? Because I'm saying it over and over in all the stars, so I'm not sure. So I'm just going to hit you with it again. Mercury, if I have said it already, Mercury is in retrograde this month. I think from about the 5th, 6th, 7th or sometime like that. Quick Google search will help you understand. So when it comes to contracts, just double check everything. Take your time. Don't rush. When you come to signing anything or doing any paperwork, just double check everything. Travel arrangements, double check them all. Just to make sure that you get it absolutely on the nail. And we've also got a full moon in Taurus. So if you have any Taurus moon, then that will impact. And that's all about letting go and completions and conclusions. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful. And thanks very much for your time. Bye-bye.